Hello, and welcome back to the Uncle No Identity YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've posted an actual video. Wonder if you guys ever saw that YouTube short that I made. Hopefully you liked that video. So in today's video we're going to take a look at what the Dodge Dart looks like now, after it's been cleaned with Mr. Clean All-Purpose Cleaner. So let's get our box out of the way, and let's take a look at what we have. Okay, so as it did with some of my other kits, it did a really good job. There's still some staining here, but I'll just start slapping on the blue paint and we can cover this up with ease. It seems to have done a pretty good job removing paint from the window trim area, so I can get a better shot at painting that chrome when the time comes. As you can see, there's an area right here where the chrome trim is broke. Well, it's not going to be a clean restoration anyway, so I don't really care to fix that. But what I am concerned with is how much paint has been removed and how much detail has been reinvented in the model. So it looks like most of the paint in the areas that I needed to be removed have been removed. This I used to have chopped up with a knife. Focus. This was heavily chipped up with a knife, trying to create damage marks. I think I'll just sand this back to a smooth finish. The reflectors are gone. The side markers, I mean, are gone. No Chrysler Pentastar logo down here. I can feel the very slightest amount of where this marker was, but it's not really seeable, so it's not that big a deal. We can see where this marker was, but again, a very smooth finish here. Once I put paint over it, you'll never know that was there. Brakes without the booster, because these things did not have boosters. Could you get a 68 Dart with the brake booster? I don't know. But this kit being a Mr. Norm's kit, whether you put the 440 or the 426 in there, it came without a booster. However, this kit does give you the booster, but for historical reasons, I've removed the booster. Let's take a look at some of the paint I'd like to use on this kit. Arctic Blue, obviously, is going to be on the body. And I thought about using this cream color, and we're going to use the cream to paint in the interior. Sounds weird, but that's what I plan on doing. That's a piece of paint right there that won't come off. Here's the interior of the body. Bunch of old glue and gunk build up here. There's a crack there, which I'm going to leave in and just put some more rust work on there to make it look like it's rusted through. I'm not going to go vinyl top on this one. We're just going to paint this whole car solid blue with, of course, the chrome accents where it's needed. Like I said, tan paint for the interior roof panels. And just a reminder, let's take a look at the rest of the car. I've used the flat chrome from Vallejo's acrylic paints to paint my Craigers, because I didn't really like the overly shiny kit chrome, and I didn't want to use Tester's enamel silver. Enamel silver is a really good paint for chrome, but these I like because they're flat color and they're not too shiny, but they do stand out quite nice. In here, this is a Vallejo gunmetal blue color. I've been experimenting with this, and because this part of the car is going to be hidden, I've painted this with gunmetal blue. So this is the color we're going to use, and that's gunmetal blue. Oh shoot, I just spilled that water all over the place. Grab up a old shop towel and get that cleaned up. Okay, so let's see, here it is. Yes. This is gunmetal blue, 70.800, and I'm going to use this for another car. It's going to be a German car. I think this will look really cool. And here's Arctic blue. As you can see, Arctic blue is darker. This is a Model Air airbrush ready. This is a bit thicker. I don't have an airbrush, but I do use Model Airs for my hand painting because they're thin, and 1 or 2 drops of water thin it out even better to better consistency. It'll work the same with this kind of paint, but this just makes things a little bit easier. Speaking of the German car, I'll have to do an unboxing video of that one, as I don't think I've done it yet. Of course, it's got one simple Krager sticker in there. That's all the driver needs. He's going to show off the rest of his bits and pieces on the stickers outside the car. Here's that famous 426 Hemi with the 4-speed manual transmission. The Edelbrock cross-ram intake manifolds painted black. It has the Holly carbs. Yes, these are Hollies in a goldish brass color. Quite the weathered looking motor. Just the way I like it. Make sure this goes over top of the tunnel, and it slides right in to its mounting bracket zones. The draft shaft is somewhere. Of course, here are your side dumps. They're facing into each other. This is how they should look. Very nicely painted. As I've said before, these are actually cut short. If you have this kit, you'll know you'll have plastic extending to about here, maybe. And this was done because I had another Dodge Dart. I used the 440, but the problem was I built the Dodge Dart like this with the 440, and I could not get the exhaust to go back over the axles and out, because as you know, it's a molded solid piece. I could have cut it, but I didn't. And by cut it, I mean cut the exhaust pipe around here, glue this in, and then just hook these pieces together. But I didn't do that. I cut these, had the H pipe here, and then put these on there like that. Now the other Franken-Dart has a full exhaust, has been fully rebuilt, minus a few bits and pieces. The underside is painted up already, it seems like. This is the trunk area, already painted with the blue. As you can see, there's some scratch marks here from I used a flat blade, the chisel, and tried to clean up some of this paint and just left some scarring in there. I'm going to leave it like that because I think that scarring helps to add character and depth to the model. And finally, here's the front bumper all cleaned up very nicely. Just need to maybe clean that up, I don't know. This is the front grille we're going to paint black. I'm missing most of the lenses, and I really don't care. I wanted to run hoses, so I really wanted to run hoses. Like, I was going to cut the main headlights out and put these in and find a way of fashioning like a hose that would come from here through the firewall and into the engine bay. But being that this is a cross-ram intake with a big hood scoop, these hoses would do almost nothing except for just getting cold air into the engine bay, I guess. Which, now that I think of it, would work. And I might still do that. Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, it'll go from here up and come around. From here and come around right up just in front of the axles. I think if I'm going to do this, if I can measure out where the wheel is going to be and just where the height of everything is, it might be possible. I don't know. It'll certainly be an experiment. We'll see what I do with that. It sounds like a great idea to me, so that's what I've been thinking of doing. Anything else? Let's see. I got all the glass pieces in there. Ah, shucks. I forgot to put that in the bath, so I'll just do that now. It's right next to me anyway. Those chemicals are really strong smelling. Ooh. I got my window cracked open, so that should help ventilate things. That just went in there, by the way. Now all that we got to do is just make sure I've got all the glass pieces. There you go, my decals. So in here I've got some Dodge Daytona decals. There's some, 27 Dodge. I'm going to put that right on top of the wheel arcs. The black bumblebee tail stripe. Might use those Fram ones. Probably put Kragers on the outsides too. The SSBNs stickers. Those class stickers are going on the windows. Do I have a fire decal on the fire extinguisher? I do not. It's got a fire extinguisher decal right there, number 13. I'll have to put that in there. Decal 11 is also important. If I'm not mistaken, someone said that decal is a warning. This is a drag racing car. It is not street legal. Some legal disclaimer note. And then just some more decals from my Hemified Dodge Charger. Maybe I'll use hooker headers. Oh, those RT badges. And speaking of RT badges, hang on, do I have them? Hang on. Here we go. I have these. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Rotate this. I've got this RT badge, and I've got, I thought I had two on these, on this sprue, and I've got that RT badge, if it'll focus. I might put an RT badge on the trunk piece, just right next to where the key would be. Could have swore I might have just knocked one off, because I thought I had 3 of these badges. Aha, yes, found it. Okay, so these are the small ones, number 91. This came from my 68 Charger, and these should be the ones that go on the side of the car. If you've got the Bumblebee Stripe Delete package on your Charger, you could get Dodge Charger RT badges that's set right there. But what I was kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, I want the black Bumblebee stripes on this. So right where that keyhole is, maybe I'll use... Which one's bigger? Is there really that much of a size difference? Can't really tell. I think there is a size difference. I think this one is smaller, the one that's still attached to the sprue. I might use that one and just off on the side there put an RT badge on there just for the fun of it. Using this tiny one here. And the red paint in there, by the way, is a red Sharpie. You get one of those extra fine point Sharpies and paint that in. Okay, so yeah, that's my update on the channel for the Dodge Dart project. The paint has been stripped away, finally. Now all I gotta do is paint it blue, give it a tan interior, and put some paint and decals on there, and then put it all together, which will take another long process of time. But until then, I hope you all like this video. It's been a while since I posted an actual video, but work and life gets in the way of things, and you ain't got time to make a video all the time, so that's why it takes me a while to make these videos. Well, I'm Uncle No Identity. Hope you're happy with the update. Glad to know that I'm still here and making videos and painting cars and having fun with plastic models. Okay guys, I'm Uncle No Identity. Time to close up shop for the day. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers!